record of your call. Please state your message at the sound of the tone.
KBBS.
Over here at the shop, first bike of the year, return customer. He got Alpines in the front, actually Alpine everywhere, lids and all. Type R, but he said he needed a little bit more to kick it up a notch. He got a amplifier already in the front, so we're gonna put my touch to it in the bag department. Got that knocked out for tonight. So tomorrow we're going on wiring, and we're gonna make it happen. Money's Car Stereo. First of the year. Time to get it back moving. We out. Okay, my camera skills fell off on this job. But pretty much what we got here is Alpine up top, Alpine in the lower, Alpine in the high. The bag, you know, standard issue Pioneer, there and there. Due to these new bag lock styles that Hard Days has come up with, which will cause me to lower my 6x9 height, but I've been able to make it work, you know. If you got bag lids and you use these as highs only, you need to do this to it. For those who don't know, now you know. If you leave it open, you ain't gonna get no bass. So also it has a little secret sauce in the front. We ain't gonna display all that. Kinda holler at your boy for that part right there. Let's see what we got here.
What was the name of our profit for me at that time?
Gotta get the bread cause the bank playing. With the police, come try me. Trapped out so I never got an ID. 36 28, 16 30. Everything gotta go. I'm in a hurry. Dope boy, dope boy, dope boy. G, 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 gon' do it, gon' do it, gon' do it. Run it up, gon' do it, gon' do it, gon' do it. Run it up, dope boy, dope. You don't want zero problems, big fella. Yup. If one more label try to stop me, it's gonna be some dread.
You don't want no problem with me. Back to what I was saying. A few people were asking about the wire harnesses. I just ordered all the parts to make that happen. I think for 2018, we're gonna sell them to the whole world. Make it happen. I ain't figured out quite the price yet, but I got something in my mind. That's about it for now. We're gonna button this up tomorrow. Get the owner over here tomorrow so he can hear what I hear. Oh yeah, for all y'all, these right here, them joints is discontinued. Got it from a good source. My man called me from Atlanta, said, Rob, you got the hookup on them? I told him, yeah, I own them all. Holla at your boy. Money's Car Stereo.
If you wish to leave a record of your call, please state your message at the sound.
Well, for all y'all who said they still couldn't be found, I told you, if I find them, I'm gonna get them. I think it's time to go in. 1, 2. 3-4.
Three in a box.
3 in a box.
12 plus 4.
12 plus 4 gives you.
16.
That's right.
Why you have your flashlight?
Oh, because I'm recording this. So that's 16 plus the 10 already owned. I think I got it all for the moment.
Not yet. Okay.
Or I ain't got to buy nothing else. It's all me.
If you wish to leave a record of your call, please state your message at the sound of the tone.
Well, this being the first one of the year, Money's Car Stereo, the nighttime version, because I felt like just doing it now instead of waiting. We got us a Screaming Eagle here, real pretty bike here. He came to me with some existing music. We enhanced it. So let's see what we got here. It's nice.
Stares of a million pairs of eyes, looking hard but won't realize that they will never see the peace.
We're gonna run back a little bit, over here a little bit, just so we can get it. A little bit out loud and clear, 2.0 up in there. So we good. Gonna roll up on the sound off scenario. I'm about to call him, let him know. Hey, when he rolling by.
If you wish to leave a record of your call, please state your message at the sound of the tone. Please state your message.
Okay, this is part 1 of a video which goes for the wire harnesses that I'm about to start making. Pretty much the wire harness is such. It comes through here. If you have a newer bike, 9 and up, you clip this, pop this open, and you put it inside of here. It comes out, exits through here, wraps around, and into the bag to a 12-pin or a 15-pin connector. So basically, you put a slash right here. That way, it'll drop right in for ease of use. Same thing on this side over here. So, all wire harnesses will be made to order pretty much. You can tell me how you want it to be. Whether it's just 4 6x9s, 1 amplifier, or 2 amplifiers, which will be a little bit more different fee for 2 amplifiers. But and I can make it so it dead ends right here on the plug and exit out with speaker wires outside of it. And I'll probably get into labeling it as we get a little bit better at it. This is going to be the entry level of what I'm about to do. As you see, this one has bag lids up here. Also, because this is a 2 amp system here, the 6x9s in this situation is being ran off of the Alpine F6 over here, and the upper is being played by a Diamond Audio amp, which is playing 6 speakers. Actually, 8 speakers. 6.5. 6.5, 6.5, and 6.5s, and a pair of bullet tweeters up in there. So with this scenario, It's a different wire configuration. You have to put the amp in the fairing and one in the bag. But if you're doing it with one amplifier, pretty much what you'll get will be a complete wire harness with the flex hose on it right here, and it will exit up into here. On the front half, it'll be, it's the blue one right here. The blue one, it will be two RCAs. It'll have speaker wire, and remote hot. Remote hot can go to your cigarette lighter wire and a newer bike. And the two wires up here will go to your front two highs. I'll leave them long enough so you can extend to wherever you want to go with it. Also on a new bike, you will need a high-low converter. The PAC LP72 is a pretty good one, which has the high-low input plus an automatic remote hot built into it, which you can read the instructions to figure that part out, how to do it. Basically, I figured out what speaker wires, the color combinations to use. Same as with the remote hot wire and the hot and the ground off the stock wire harness. You will use that to convert the signal from the speaker wires to a RCA, which can be plugged into an amplifier. This part of the information is, if you have just going dash speakers, we have a Diamond audio amp in here. It's firmly secured by zip ties, two of them, onto the tray below the stock radio, which you would have to physically remove the stock radio, zip tie the amplifier to that, and you can put it this way so you can gain access to all of the settings, whether you want a high pass, full pass, whatever. This is a Diamond audio, I believe it's a 600 watt amp, but if you are savvy about it, you can figure it out that actually the Certain Vega amp and this amp and a few others are the same amplifier. It depends on how you configure it, how many watts it will actually put out. It's a good amp to use in the dash, also along with MX 500 JL. You can get a few other amplifiers up in this dashboard of this bike and the newer one. But back to the wiring. So you would come out of here, and my harness I'm supplying you, it would have two RCAs, two front speaker wires, and a remote hot. You would feed it through the side here, through the neck area, through the wire harness area right through here, along the frame rail right here. If you are doing this to a FLHT, you want to make enough slack in the front so it will flex along. A gentle loop, a general loop. That way, when you steer the wheel, it won't be a tight. If you make it tight, it'll break a wire in the inside of it. Okay, from there, feed the wire, open the tray up here, drop it inside the tray, lay it down here. I make the harnesses more than enough wire in it so you can easily put it right back inside of this and snap it right back together. If you are dealing with an older bike, below 9, like say 2000 to 2008, well, the gas tanks come off a little bit more difficult. I forgot what year it starts like that. We don't have the crossover tube. But if your bike has a crossover tube with the gas lines like that, basically what you want to do is unbolt the tank here and in the back, lift the tank up, feed the wire harness through here above the coils, and run it on the left side of the bike. If you're sitting on the bike, that'll be the left hand side of the bike. Run it on the left hand side of the bike, down along here, and jump it up right here or here. On the older bike, you have to jump it usually about somewhere right about here, and jump it up into this valley on this side. Do not put the wire harness on this side of the bike, due to on the older bike, if you ran it through here, you see the heads are right there and there. If you don't zip tie the wire up high enough, and someone does motor work on your bike, cuts the zip ties, it will leave the wires hanging on top of the head. When they're sitting on top of the head, the heat from the head will get to it. It will eventually cause a shorting scenario where the wire will be rubbed raw due to a shaky motor. So all my wire harnesses are made to run on the left side of the bike, due to a straight shot down this side, keeping it up high enough away from the heat areas, straight to here where you would have a fuse holder goes here, and it will continue on to over here. Wires will jump out of the harness, whip around going that way, On this particular bike, the fuse holder, it already had music on it. I'm adding music to it, so it had a fuse holder already in it down lower. When the wire jumps through here, it will exit with 3 wires and an RCA. 2 of the wires will be for the front half of the bike, for the front highs. The other wire will be for the opposite bag over there, which will have the 1 speaker or 2 speakers over there. It also can be made so that you can have, if you have bag lids and you plan on running them on 1 amplifier, I can make it exit so it has 2 wires over there. The wire that will go to the front high on the right hand side of the bike will also be the same wire that will be over here. So it'll be 2 wires, 1 for the 6x9, 1 for the bag lid, which will be crossed over. And so whatever amplifier you decide to use, if you're going inside the bag with this, because these wire harnesses are for, you basically apply your amplifier onto a piece of MDX plastic board, and you would screw this to this. See the screws right in the back of it right there. From there, you would drop one through here to here. That will lock it in. See, it will not shake. You would apply some Loctite on it. As you can see here, you have a blue tinge there and there, so you don't want the speakers backing out. That's pretty much it. You would have the rear speakers operating on full, turn it about halfway or 12 o'clock on the settings. You would turn the front channels 1 and 2 to the plug that into the front, and you will have that set on high pass filter and bring it close to the 250 area or so. 400 would be a bit high. You want to back it up to like 350-ish area, which will keep your words clear on the hertz on the settings. So with that, if you have bag lids and 6x9s, you need to do this. You dynomat it so to make the bag a sealed box again. If you try to play 6x9s with bag lids and do not block off the wind, you will end up with an open box. The 6x9s will not play. It will play something like this. Let me see. We'll turn this on, and I'm gonna let it come on and play, and what you will hear will be music correct. And then I'll crack one of the bags open, and that will let you know what it will sound like if you had no dynomat in the bags. Take a listen to this. So that's what you would use if you put the bags all the way closed. Simulating that would be no base, no back sealant on the back of the 6.5 lids. I mean 5x7 lids. That's what you would get. You would be loss of base. And so to prevent that again, use a dynomat to clear that sealed up. That's pretty much it for that part of the installation of your job. Next video will be the rest of it. Hold on.
If you wish to leave a record of your call, please state your message at the sound.
Y'all, as they say, sometimes all good things must come to an end. Hey, for sale. Somebody put some money on it. Today they finna pay it off. Finna send it on its way. The Green Machine has left the building. It's been a good ride, but we on to the next one. Wayne's Car Stereo, signing out.